You better start talking.
Jase and Lauren's
Answer me!
Probe the Popo.
Tell me what you know.
We love the Victorian Police.
We do.
Every couple of weeks we get a different area of the cops in, and every couple of weeks we catch up with our resident friendly police officer, Jase, who was in the house.
Jase, good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Now, I missed you last time you were in here, and that was because I was away. I took a week off. We had a bit of an emergency amongst our family and friends, and I had to go to Queensland very quickly. And it was a police incident, and it was the first time I had seen firsthand how hard the police work in moments of trauma and under very difficult circumstances. And I just want to say thank you, because I've never fully understand how stressful and hard your jobs can be. And I saw it firsthand, and I saw how hard you guys work. The Victorian Police, New South Wales, Queensland Police, but policemen in general. And thank you for all the work you do.
Thanks, Lauren. I think often our members go to and get involved in situations which are very traumatic to people who are involved.
Yes.
So to hear that the service and the professionalism of the police, you know, in regards to you and your friends was great, is really what we aim for.
Yeah, and you're dealing in such stressful situations, and the police officers we dealt with did it with such grace and poise and understanding in such a difficult situation, and that must be so taxing and tolling on you as police officers as well.
I think it is taxing, and we've seen that with the number of people who are going out on stress after being in the police force for a long period of time. We just need to try and, you know, people look at us in these times to take charge and have leadership and be professional, and we try and do that, but, you know, we're people as well. So there is an emotional toll often with what we go through.
Yeah.
Can I switch gears, if possible? I want to talk about something that's been in the headlines, and that is Tony Mockbell, one of Victoria's more notorious criminals.
You ever come across him?
I met him years ago. He was actually in custody, and I was part of the escort to where we were going. So,
What about the escort for this latest court appearance with the big Mack truck? And,
What do
is
they
that
call,
what you did?
What do you call the big armoured truck?
yeah, we have that, like the Bearcat.
The Bearcat, that's it. Yeah, the Bearcat. Yeah.
So he's got an ankle bracelet on. Now his movement is monitored, but is also dependent on bail conditions, obviously. So what? He's bail generally. Someone like him would have to report to police daily.
So he's reporting daily. He has an ankle bracelet on. I'm not aware of any other conditions. There's just the risk of flight because he fled last time to Greece.
Clearly.
So the court is satisfied that the bail conditions imposed will make him more accountable.
Well, what's chat like with someone like Mockbell when he comes to the police station? He's like, Tony, how's your day going?
It's really funny. So some of our more infamous, infamous people, they are business people just in a different business.
Yeah,
they can be very charismatic.
I
they
bet.
can be very friendly.
I reckon he would be very charismatic.
Even when he strutted out of court the other day in the nice press suit, there was some cheers. It was crazy.
Yeah, I think he did a lot. Like, even though his money that he gained was through criminal activity, he was very generous with that money to other people. So it's like a Robin Hood sort of scenario.
Yeah, right.
Robin Hood.
Just yet another chapter in Melbourne's underworld, right?
Unprofessional to ask for a selfie when you're escorting him, I imagine.
Yeah, I don't think I could get a selfie with him.
Yeah, right, gotcha.
I reckon people would be seeing him because he was out at Northland the other day going.
He
for a walk.
was.
People would be like, "Hey,
Hey, Tony.
He was
Big
aftershave
Tony,
shopping.
quick bit, would you mind?" He was what? Down at the shaver
He was
shop.
aftershave shopping.
Was he at the shaver
Yeah,
shop?
need new cologne.
You can't hand him the smartphone to take the photo. He's not allowed to touch him.
No, he's got a smartphone ban.
What do you
That's part of his
mean?
bail
He's not allowed
conditions.
a smartphone. He's got to have a Nokia. So if you
Is
get
he allowed a phone but not a smartphone? A
Oh,
Motorola. Hello, Moto.
yeah.
He's
Remember
also
that?
not allowed at the toupee shop after last
Oh, no
time.
wigs. Yes, no wigs.
No
Hey,
disguises.
just quickly before we get to a pressing issue, which is us joining the police force, I've got my 11-year-old son Felix in
here
this
we go.
morning.
School holidays.
it
Felix, if you don't behave yourself, Cheesy's going to arrest you and take you to the police station.
No, bloody
I would not want that.
Yeah.
Cheesy
no.
just said he can take a rip in the squad car. I was like, mate.
Sick.
Sick. Couple of issues. First thing is the Minecraft movie is huge at the moment
What
for school
happens
holidays.
in the Minecraft?
Like
They're in a mine?
Jack Black, you know the game Minecraft?
No.
They made it into a movie. It's huge. But there's YouTube clips going around telling kids to scream out lines and stuff in the movie.
To scream it out.
Yeah, and kids are jumping on chairs and
Like
screaming
viral.
lines out and stuff. Felix was concerned that you can get arrested for doing that in the movies. Is that
No, Felix, my son, my 18-year-old son, went with his mates 2 nights ago, and
To
he showed me
Minecraft?
video. They were screaming in the
Yes.
cinemas.
Oh,
What are
The
they
whole
screaming?
crowd was screaming
you allowed
lines.
to
and-
ask?
like chanting.
Yes.
Can you get arrested for that?
He said the movie wasn't great, but he said everybody was involved.
Sorry, what are you screaming?
Like screaming out. What are they
What do
screaming,
they
Felix?
scream,
Like
Felix?
lines in the movie?
Like memes in the movie.
Like what? Can you give me an example?
I am Steve.
I'm Steve. I am Steve.
Okay.
Like that.
You can't get in strife for that. I don't
Speaking of,
There are things that you could get arrested for in the movies. Though.
yeah.
Don't
and you-
behave too badly.
No, exactly, and you'd hope those shenanigans aren't going on in the Minecraft movie. Cheesy, there's a viral video that keeps popping up on my Instagram feed. The kids are all over it, and when Felix found out you were coming in this morning, he wanted to ask you an important question.
What's your badge number?
What badge number is so when you join, you get a number and it's sequential, so they go up. So I'm a 26029, and I think we're up to 46,000
Good
now.
boy.
Oh, what's that?
Have you
What does that mean?
What is that?
have you seen this video?
No.
There is a guy all over Instagram, and he's traveling the world, and he walks up to cops going, "What's your badge number?" And they give it, and they're like, "Good boy." And he's become so big that some police officers are recognising him now, and they're calling him out first.
So what happens if someone asks you your badge number? Do you have to tell them?
I have no issue telling them.
Yeah.
We often have when we go to demonstrations now, we had the name tag like I've got on now,
Yeah.
but then we were getting spammed by all these socialists. and
no,
stuff.
no.
So now we often just have the number because they attack you on
they
social
annoy me,
media
those
now.
people.
Oh, those people are so annoying, aren't they? Don't you just hate those people?
Oh,
You can't even taser him in the foot or anything, can you?
There's just there's no middle ground.
No, there really isn't. Hey, guys, let me set the scene. To get to the police force, you have to do the police recruitment exam.
Now, Cheesy, the police recruitment exam. Some of the questions
oh my goodness!
are so basic. I was like, surely this isn't real. And I was like, is this for real? And then all of a sudden, it got so hard.
So when I joined, you didn't need year 12. So
Yeah,
Well, the
right.
first four questions,
you just had to pass.
Felix could have passed.
It's harder now, and it is still difficult, but most people pass, and we have dropped the standard a little bit because we're trying to get more
Drop
people.
the standard.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's probably true.
Here's the go. We've got to get
It's so hard.
We've got to go
But
to a
it's like
break.
logical thinking. And I was going cross-eyed to it.
on the
It's not
other
good.
side of this. Cheesy has our exam papers. He has gone through the results, and we're
Did
going to
we
find
make
out.
it?
We'll find out
Oh,
who would
no.
actually get into
I
the
reckon
police
I got
force.
you two covered.
No, I reckon I'm all over it.
No, wait. You
I'm
did it at home, and I reckon you would have cheated.
I had a few pinos before I did it, so hopefully
Might have
that
helped.
does- All right, the results of our police entrance exam coming up next.
Jase and Lauren.
Jason Lauren on Nova 100.
Our friendly and resident police officer, Cheesy, is in the house. Wayne Cheeseman, superintendent, and possibly our future boss.
He's
Do you
our
guys-
friendly policeman on our show.
Do you guys watch Police Academy movies?
I love Police
course.
Academy.
At the
Of
Academy?
course,
Yeah, right.
yeah.
Tackleberry? You a
That-
Tackleberry?
you know what? He'd be Tackleberry. Cheesy would be Tackleberry.
Everyone's favourite.
All right, so here's the go. We got given the police entrance
The proper
exam.
thing, the real thing that everyone has to see if you want to join the police force.
I have to do a big shout out. She's a friend of the show, Nikki from the Australian Council of Education Research. She put together a mini exam for us because she knew we only had the attention span of an ant. They're
Speak for yourself.
They're online,
I could have
acer.edu.au.
sat there all day, Jace.
We were loving it.
We were loving it.
Thank you, Nikki.
Clint and I did it in the same room, but at the opposite ends of a very long
We were
boardroom
very
table.
competitive as well.
And he was howling. He's like, wait till you get to the question about the meat tray or something. And I was like, what are you? Oh, the towels.
The
towels.
towels.
It's selling the towels. And I was like, no, it can't be that hard. And then 30 seconds later, I was screaming about the towels.
You don't have to resit it, do you? Every few years or anything?
Thank goodness, no.
All right, let's go through it.
So there's different sections.
Yeah, there is. There's literacy, numeracy, writing, digital literacy. All right, we're going to start with...
Where do you want to start, Chase? Because you're going to give us our results.
Well, I've got the feedback.
Oh, there's some feedback
and
on
it's
the
mixed.
test.
It's mixed,
Okay.
if I'm to be honest.
Please.
But I won't read it all out because it'll take too much time. But if you want to play the audio,
Okay.
and then
So-
I can make comment.
one of the questions, the final one,
It's like a
is
situation room.
it's a video that they play you on the test, and then you have to hit record and describe the scene.
Oh, yeah.
There's
This-
questions about it.
This was Lauren.
There were 4 people there. There was 2 men in their 30s arguing, a man in a red hoodie sitting on a couch with sunglasses, and a young woman, I'd say in her mid to late 20s, graffitiing on the wall. She had a backpack on and a multicoloured backpack. It looked like a fake Missoni backpack. And she had a hoodie on that had yellow writing and it was black. I think the 2 men arguing were fighting over this young woman's perhaps heart relation. They both wanted to have relations with her, I think.
That was very good. That was
I think the
very
boys were
observant.
fighting over the girl, and I do think her backpack looked like a fake designer backpack.
All right. Hit
Is that
us
the
with
kind
it.
of information you'd like?
So what we have is you were very, very good, Lauren.
Oh,
Your observations were highly accurate, uniquely descriptive. You even talked about the hair length indicated by the placement on the female's anatomy.
yes.
You used the word weapon down the pants at
Did
one
I?
stage, which was very descriptive and provides quite a visual.
Do we know if he had a
description to
weapon
the
down his
listener.
pants or it just looked like he had a weapon down his pants?
You also, and I'm not surprised by this, you talked about the female subject's fashion and her. And
She
you
can
had-
spot a fake
You
handbag.
had
trust me.
repeated concern that perhaps her handbag may have been a fake.
Very good.
But you gave a description that was passionate,
Passionate.
and you made it clear that fashion crimes are very serious matters.
Yes, there you go.
All right, so we've got the.
His passion important.
Outstanding, Lauren. Well done.
That was very good.
Yeah,
That's-
I'm very jealous.
I am very rattled
Do we
because
go
I
downhill
obviously
from
took
here?
the question very
I'm
differently.
an attention to detail kind of.
Okay.
Do we think he was fighting over the girl?
I
the
think
boys?
so.
All right, so this is Clint's response.
There was quite a few people involved. I did see 2 males remonstrating with each other. I also saw a lady with a hoodie on, and she seemed to be tagging something, be it graffiti or scratching something into the wall. There's also 2 very sharp-looking police officers, and that's about it, I think.
So, Clint, you were also very good. You have a strong mastery of the vocabulary,
Oh, yes.
using
Remonstrating.
such terms as remonstrating and affray. But then you use more colloquial language, such as a full-blown Barney. So you mix it up. Lauren mentioned before that you were sitting at opposite ends of the table, but the testers thought that you were in collusion with Lauren.
Oh!
Were you
And
copying
potentially
me?
at the risk of cheating.
No, I went first. You copied from me. You got all my best tips.
You don't want to cheat on a police exam.
You did have a tendency to stray away from the facts and embellish
Yes.
with the addition of some fictional elements such
Oh.
as vaping, drug deal gone wrong, spray paint can, etc. But overall, a very strong voice and very creative imagination.
Thank
and
you.
definitely
Well
would be
done.
great.
All right.
Thank you, Chase.
Now,
Well,
I
let's
think
leave it
I
there.
also said the guy with the sunglasses looked like a drug dealer.
Yes.
He did.
Well, you looked like he was vaping.
And he had sunglasses on
Yeah.
inside. Never.
Don't
Did not
vape
trust
inside.
me. Not on the Vape.
Let's leave it there.
No. Let's press on, Chase.
Come on, it's your turn.
Jace Hawkins, play the audio.
I obviously took the question wrong.
Well, you didn't take it seriously. Let's have
So
a
we're
listen.
having a public disagreement.
What?
I didn't know I had to dictate all the personal details.
It said, what did you see?
So we're having a public disagreement.
Who?
The people in the video.
There were many people in
But
the
what
one.
about the
One
woman?
wasn't. What about the drug dealer in the corner?
What
Hey,
about
we
the
don't know
2
if it's a
police
drug
officers who are very sharply
What about
dressed?
the alleged drug dealer in the corner?
With the fake handbag.
Yeah,
What
no,
about
that
the
was
vape?
different. You
I
didn't even say how many people were there.
I didn't know we had to put all the details in.
What about
You're
the gun
doing
down
a
the
police.
pants?
Right, cheesy.
So despite the feedback from Clint and Lauren, you were described as brief, succinct and efficient, understood the event and provided just the facts with no embellishment. You had clear pronunciation, tone and volume, and it would be thought that you would be very good at the dog squad where you have to bark orders at the dog very quickly and very succinctly.
Would I be the dog or the handler?
No, you would be the handler.
That's what he does with us. He barks orders.
All right.
Okay, so the
So
test
that was
itself.
just that, like, you would have no hope solving a crime with Jace's information.
Well, no, he's saying I'm accurate. I'm not embellishing or alluding to who's done the
Have
wrong
you
thing.
never seen Crime Stoppers? Like, provide as much information as possible.
See it, say it.
All right, Cheesy. So that was just one part of it. We did the literacy, we did the numeracy, we did all the other things, and you have our results of the police test.
Here we go.
Who is the least likely?
The least likely.
You want me to start?
Yeah,
Please.
start at the bottom.
Unfortunately, Jase didn't make it.
Oh, I didn't make it at all.
You
He
didn't-
had some problems with the numeracy.
Is that the one where it's like put the next one in order? That was hard. Yeah. But if you think he's got a problem with the numeracy, wait till we get to the fitness test. He'd never
But all
pass
that
it.
means is,
He wouldn't pass the physical.
No offense if Cheesy got there.
if it was real life, you'd be able to sit that component again.
Right, okay, gotcha.
And then if you failed, you'd have to wait 6
So
months.
he
before
actually
you got it again.
failed the numeracy bit.
Yes.
Did he
He
pass
got
the other
2
bits?
out of 5.
Oh, that's
Wasn't
not
there
good.
like
Okay,
It's a bit of
2 out of 5, right? But there was
spatial
15.
awareness there
guys,
as
let's
well.
go to the top spot. Who took
Hang
out...
on, hang on. Who's second?
Well,
Well, that'll give it away.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So who took
That's
out
numeracy.
the highest marks and has the potential to make a good Victorian police officer?
Well, the host who probably could come in at superintendent level would be Lauren Phillips.
Oh,
Yes!
my God.
Oh, my God. My father-in-law would be so proud.
Your part...
Policeman.
Well, I get it.
My,
That's-
we call my Paul Moorcock
Moorcock.
because he's like a frustrated.
How about how much? How much worse?
How well did I do, Cheese?
So in the oral assessment, you got 100%.
Oh, God.
Numeracy, you got 83%.
Oh, God, here we go.
Abstract reasoning, 94%.
I knew it. I said I'm good
and
at the
digital
abstract.
literacy, you got 86%.
So
And
Lauren and I are
timed
going to
out
the police
because
force.
Clint distracted me on one of them. Which,
Hey.
So you're Superintendent Phillips.
thank you very much,
You're the Tom Croydon of the team.
Maggie Doyle,
You seem to...
Senior Sergeant Maggie Doyle. And how did Clint go?
Well, Clint could probably come in at senior sergeant rank or
Oh,
Okay.
but I'm your boss. Just remember
Oh,
that.
okay. Well, you're always my boss.
And
to be
I'm the
honest.
prisoner, all right?
You're nowhere, mate.
Clint did very well, and we would accept him if he ever wanted to join. So
Thank
digital
you.
literacy, he got 86%, abstract reasoning 70%, numeracy 86%, and the oral assessment 95%.
Wow. All right.
Hey, sister,
Probe the popo.
you can
Guys.
ride in my crew car any day.
I'm going to bounce in my step
Oh,
all
here we go.
day.
Dale. Sorry, Wayne. Cheeseman. Thanks for joining us on the air. Probe the popo. I'm gutted.
Please call me. What did you say I could be, Cheesy?
Superintendent.
You could be my boss. I don't care.
Well, we're looking for a new boss at the head of the police, aren't
We are.
Yes,
Just come
I'm
in.
your gal. I'm
Every
coming
time
in.
you come in, we need a new one.
We do. It's crazy.
Lauren, put your hand up.
Jason Lauren.
Wake up feeling good.
On Nova 100.
Jason Lauren.
Follow them on socials.
Nova.